mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dagla dang war je pe dra no par je pe ge. Tar pa dang tam she ken pe par du jo par je pa tam she ki so je pe. Ma nam ka dam yam pe sem chen tam she de wa dang den. Dug now dang drel nor du la na me pa yang dag par zog pe zhang zhu brin po she to pa ja. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Te she du sang ma ge gi bar du lu na gi sam ge wa la ko. Ma she var du lu na gi sam ge wa la ko. Du de ring ne song te mi ma sang ta sam gi bar du lu na gi sam ge wa la ko. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Transcends awa dangur parje pe pal dan lama dam pa nam la kapsu chio. Yedam kyo gorgi la sok nam la kapsu chio. Sangye chon den de nam la kapsu chio. Tam pe cho nam la kapsu chio. Ape ge du nam la kapsu chio. Pavo kadro jo kyung song me song yeshe gi jang dang dem pa nam la kapsu chio. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. Shangshu Ningpo Chiki Bar Sangye Namla Kapsu Chi Chodang Shangshu Senpai So Klang Deshin Kapsu Chi Jitar Nongi De Shegi Shangshu Tugni Ke Padang Shangshu Sampe La Pala De Dagrim Shen E Patar De Shen Dro La Pandandu Shangshu Sanni Ke Gishen De Shen Du Ni La Pala Rempa Shen Du La Pa Ji In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Sangye Jodang Soki Chonam La Changshu Badu Dagni Kyabsuchi Dagi Jinso Kipe Sonamgi Drola Penshir Sange Juparsho. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Manam kadam yam pesam chantam she dewadang dewe gudang dampar jurchi. Dug now dang the now gi gudang drawar jurchi. Dug now me pe dewadang mi drawar jurchi. Nay ring jag dang ni dang dra wei tang nam la ne pa jurchi. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathagatas in the 10 directions, those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at present, and those Tathagatas still to come. Through the power of Amitabha's prayers, may all the Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I prostrate to them, multiplying my body as many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom, I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms, surrounded by countless bodhisattvas. Thus, all space is filled with Buddhas and bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through magnificent chanting, expressing the great ocean of their excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of various pure flowers, of flower garlands, of music, anointing oils, magnificent light, and fragrant incense. I make offerings to them of fine garments, perfume, and potpourri, piled high as Mount Meru and arranged in the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings and offer them with great faith to all the Buddhas. I prostrate to the Buddhas and make offerings to them, following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva Amitabha. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have taken due to the power of anger, I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas in the 10 directions, of the great Bodhisattvas and Pratyeka Buddhas, those who have attained arhatship, those who have entered the path to arhatship, and all other beings. I request to all great protectors and Buddhas to turn the highest wheel of Dharma As the light dispels the darkness of the beings of the 10 directions and leading them gradually to the enlightened state. I supplicate those Buddhas intending to pass into parinirvana to live long for as many eons as there are atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I've gathered through prostrations, offering, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and the moon. As the Buddha field, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fields. To the lamas who possess the 3 kayas, I offer the outer, inner, and secret offerings of my body, wealth, and all that is visible. Please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I've gathered through prostration, offering, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Om Guru Ratna Mandala Puja Mega Samudra Saparana Samaye Ahom. Sashi Pochu Jungme Totram Rirab Linchi Nide Kenpadi Sange Shenla Mekte Powayi Jokun Nam Dag Shendu Ke Watso Kusam Yong Sog La Me Sog Nam La Jinang Shang Sum De Shin Yi Ki Cho Daglu Long Cho Naxi Yong She La La Me Chogi No Drup Sa Du So Ya Chak Sa Wadang Cho Ching Sa Pa Dang Jesu Yi Rang Kol Sing So Wa Yi Ge Wa Jung Se Da Gi Ji Sak Pa Tam Je Zog Pe Shang Zhu Chir No Om Guru Ratna Mandala Puja Mega Samudra Saparana Samaye Ahom. Unequaled refuge, ornament of the world, your fame pervades the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor, your fame pervades the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor Vajradhara without a doubt. I bow at the feet of the Father Jigdan Sumgun. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unelaborated nature of mine. Jab Drengi Dome Zam Ling Yan Drag Pe Tong Som Yong Lak Ya So Me Yawa Durje Chang Pak Jik Tan Gong Pe Shaladu Tu Tak Tu Sam Gyu Kyo Le Me Jinji Lob Shik To Je Chan Yingi Mon Pa Sel Ne Kyang Sam Dro Drel Du Do Bar Jinji Lo. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the 2 vehicles in their combination, according to the disposition, and likewise the mental capacities of sentient beings. Sam Chen Nam Ki Sam Pa Dan Bo Yi Je Dak Chi Ta Wa Je Chung Tong Mong Se Pa Yi Jo Ki Kor Lo Kor Du So. Okay. Now we turn to page 64, 65, Amitabha. Does anyone have any comments or questions about the opening prayers? Okay. And I'll just give a little bit of an introduction to Amitabha, Buddha Amitabha. That this is we're going to practice the body mandala, the outer body of Amitabha. So we're not going to get too much into the inner meanings of things. We may skirt around a little bit. Amitabha is the embodiment, has all the qualities of all the Buddhas. So likewise with all the Buddhas, if you practice one Buddha, you're practicing all the qualities of all the Buddhas. So Amitabha really, really speaks to that. Amitabha is one of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Dhyani means wisdom, wisdom Buddhas, one of the 5 wisdom Buddhas. And the 5 wisdom Buddhas are Sambhogagaya Buddhas. These are Buddhas who manifest in meditation. They are like deities that guide us to wisdom, to higher levels of wisdom. So Amitabha is the wisdom of discriminating awareness. So what this means is that as we begin to develop our knowledge and our practices, our bases of understanding about the Dharma and so on, that we begin to make choices about how we do things. Amitabha guides us through those choices. And then to get into the other Buddhas, first we do Amitabha, because Amitabha shows us this wisdom of awareness, this discriminating awareness, this awareness of different things. So it's very important to understand this, and especially how it regards in what we talk about the POA practices and the liberation at the time of death, because Buddha Amitabha is the most accessible of all the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, of these wisdom Buddhas. The reason for this is that his practice is very fundamental in being able to develop mindfulness. We need to be able to develop mindfulness. So it's very articulate in that and helps us. The other Buddhas are a little bit more abstract. So the other Buddhas, just to remind you of the names, are Ascobia. Ascobia is in the east of the mandala, of the wheel. He's in the east and he has a blue body, Ascobia, and his right hand is touching the ground. His left hand is in the meditative position, same position as Buddha Shakyamuni. And his right hand touching the earth represents his steadfastness. And he is the wisdom of mirror-like wisdom, of being able to see all things as appearances and be able to let go of things because he recognizes those appearances as not being real, as being emptiness. So Buddha Ascobia. And then the next would be Ratnasambhava, Buddha Ratnasambhava, who is in the south. And he has a golden colored body, a yellow golden body. And his hands are, his right hand is in the giving position with the right hand turned up at his knee in the giving boons. And he represents the earth. He is in the earth part. And so he is the Buddha of the Buddha of equanimity, the wisdom of equanimity, meaning that all things are the same. So he is the jewel Buddha, the jewel nature, jewel-like nature. And then Amitabha comes next, who is the red Buddha, who is in the west. And then Amagog City is in the north, and he has a green body. And his right hand is in the protection mudra, and his heart like this, and his left hand is in the meditative position. And he is the wisdom of all-accomplishing wisdom, the all-accomplishing wisdom. So through him, jealousy is overcome, and we can accomplish whatever it is that we need to do, that we overcome, we challenge ourselves to be able to overcome and look inside ourselves to bring out hidden fears of difficulties that we have. So it's there's more of an investigation with Amagog City. So Amitabha is the wisdom of discriminating awareness, and as I say, the most accessible. So when we do POA, we visualize that Amitabha Buddha is sitting on top of our head, and his big toe is on the top of our head at the aperture of Brahma, it's called. And that when we eject our life force, when we eject our consciousness, that we are ejecting it all the way up through the center of our head to Amitabha. And then we go to Amitabha's Buddha field, which is Dewa Chen. Dewa Chen is the Tibetan name for the Buddha, for his Buddha field. Sukhavati is the Sanskrit name. So in this Buddha field is great compassion and great understanding. So in the text, it will explain it a little bit more. So we've learned about the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. So the Buddha is our mind, the speech is the Dharma, and the body is the Sangha. So when we talk about Amitabha, we start looking at now the three roots. Those were called the three jewels. Now we talk about the three roots. The three roots are the Buddha, the Lama or the Guru, the Yidam, and the Dakini. So the Lama or the Guru is the same as the mind of the Buddha, the root of the Buddha. And this is the wisdom mind. This is the teachings. And then the Yidam is the speech. The Yidam is the mind protection of speech. And then the Dakini is the body, is the activities, the guidance of the Buddha. So the Guru, the Lama is at the heart center, and the Dakini is at the forehead, and at the throat would be the Yidam. So we look at these three roots. So the Lama will give a much better explanation than this, but I want to make you aware of this. And if you want to look this up, you can see some inner meaning for it, and relate this now to the three jewels, the three roots. So it's the Guru, the Yidam, and the Dakini. So the Guru is teaching the wisdom, is teaching the what it is that we need to do, what is going on, what the mind is. The speech, the Yidam, is teaching us why we do this, you know, what the motivations are, what the purification of defilements are, that these wisdom deities are teaching us, the purification of our defilements. And the activities are the Dakini, are the way in which this is actualized, the Dakinis who are doing things, who are engaging with human beings, engaging with ourselves and so on. And all this is coming up from within ourselves. We have all this within ourselves. We have the Guru within ourselves. We're learning to recognize that. In the Nundro practices, the fourth Nundro practice, the preliminary practice, is the Guru Yoga, is becoming familiar and becoming inseparable from the Guru within ourselves. And then the Yidam is the tutelary deity, the meditational deity, that we're learning about these deities that are the exemplars of perfection. And then the Dakini is the activity of actually doing these things, letting these things come out, and being knowing where we have to go, what we have to do, is the Dakini. So what we're trying to recognize is our true nature of mind, of course. That's what we've been doing all this time, is the true nature of our mind. So, and we have to recognize that the true nature of our mind is uncontrived. It's unfabricated. It is the essence of phenomena, because the essence of phenomena means that it is unborn. Phenomena is born. Phenomena becomes manifest. Phenomena has these appearances. This is the realm of appearances and so on. So we're trying to look at this from the perspective, from the point of view of the Buddha, as the Buddha would see it, as it just being perfectly natural. For us, we're trying to look at it as our activities. How do we do this? What are the aspects of this? We're looking at this as a Dakini. And then we're referring back to the Yidam to help us to refine what those activities are, to get the guidance, the purification from the deities, from the Yidam, to continue to guide us properly. But the essence of it comes from the Buddha mind, comes from the Lama Guru, which is within ourselves. So we talk about that there's three aspects to this true nature of mind. Is this great compassion, is this wisdom awareness, and this emptiness. So these three things are very important that the Yidams, that these three roots lead us to, is the great compassion, the compassion that we have that is unspeakable. Not just that we're feeling sorry for somebody, that we have empathy for somebody, that we have pity for somebody, that we're trying to help somebody in some way, but it's a compassion that is much deeper than that, and is something that it's the compassion for the appearances, a compassion for the phenomenal nature, understanding that and seeing that all as method to be able to overcome, to bring it together with the wisdom, so that we see the inseparability of wisdom and compassion. So the wisdom awareness is that wisdom, is being aware that this duality exists in the phenomenal point of view. But then we purify that through Amitabha, through this wisdom of discriminating awareness, and we're able to liberate ourselves to Dewachan, to the Pure Land of the Buddha Amitabha, through this wisdom awareness. So the more that we avail ourselves of these practices, the more that we get a glimpse of that wisdom awareness, and the more that we recognize the method of how we got there and how it is that we sustain that. And then the emptiness is the abiding awareness, is the abiding mind of that all this is unfabricated, is the uncontrived mind, that is perfectly natural, but that it's empty of its own nature. What this means is it helps us to let go. That all these things, we want to grasp, that's what we're trying to do, is to let go of our grasping. We want to let go of this knowledge. We want to let go of this wisdom. We want to let go of this compassion as it exists as a human being. So by recognizing the emptiness of all these things as being mental fabrications, concepts that we've created through the system to be able to help us to do that, but then that leads us to being able to let that go, to be able to liberate from that. So this, again, going back to the poa, this is when we are doing the poa and we take our true nature, or rather we take our life force, and through the center channel, we're liberating that into the Buddha, Amitabha, to the Pure Land, Dewachan. So we begin this practice by visualizing ourselves as a bodhisattva. We like to be a Buddha, but we need to be able to approach this as we are, naturally, as a human being. And we visualize ourselves as being a pure human being in the form of Shenrezig. We've talked about Shenrezig. We've done Shenrezig practice. And if you recall that Shenrezig, the four-arm emanation or version of Avalokiteshvara, who is the bodhisattva of compassion. So it's through this compassion for our suffering and for the suffering of all beings that we are motivated to do this, to want to seek to become the Buddha Amitabha. So we visualize ourselves first as the rainbow body, the illusory body of Shenrezig. So we'll be guided through that here in the text. You'll see the reference to that. So we will imagine that we are in that Sambhogaya rainbow body form, this display of compassion with skillful means. That with the beads, we have the beads in our right hand, and we have the lotus flower representing the purity in our left hand, and then our two hands at our heart are holding the jewel of enlightenment, holding the wish-fulfilling jewel here at our heart. So with this spirit of skillful means, of compassion, that we will use that power to be able to approach Buddha Amitabha. So we'll visualize Buddha Amitabha above and in front of ourselves, and Amitabha on a throne supported by peacocks. And the peacocks represent transformation. Peacocks eat poison. Peacocks will eat snakes, and they will take the poison that doesn't hurt them. And they are able to use this poison, and it transforms into their beautiful feathers, their beautiful display. So we say that the peacocks are transformational by taking in poison and being able to use that for a magnificent display of their skillful means, of their compassion. So think of the poison as negative emotions into wisdom. Okay. Any questions or comments? Okay. Well, let me remind everybody that, this Pearl Rosary, these are the teachings that came from Khenchen Rinpoche about each of these practices, these sadhanas that are here in this book. So if you want to get that book and have it as a reference, I strongly recommend it. It is very, very, very good, something that you will refer to over and over again for many, many, many years. Okay, so now we enter into the practice by doing the refuge and bodhicitta cultivation. So we say, Namo, I take refuge in all objects of refuge, the three jewels and the three roots. So we talked about the three jewels and the three roots. In order to establish all sentient beings in the state of Buddhahood, I cultivate the mind to achieve enlightenment. Then we get into the visualization. It says, all dharmas are unborn, pervaded by the appearance emptiness. So all dharmas are unborn. So the essence of this dharma field, of this Buddha field, of this phenomenal nature, are these appearance emptiness. Great compassion and awareness emptiness are uncontrived from within the manifestation of all pervading awareness appears a moon disk on a lotus, the symbol of freedom from attachment. So from within the manifestation of all-pervading awareness, this all-pervading awareness is the wisdom of Varanchana and Amitabha. Varanchana is the wisdom of the all-pervading wisdom, we call that, and the awareness of all that potential. What all that means is Amitabha. Appears on a moon disk on a lotus, the symbol of freedom from attachment. So the lotus, of course, is purity, and the moon disk is the compassion, the cooling of that. Upon the lotus and moon disk, I appear in the form of the great compassionate one, who is Shenreze, white with one face and 4 hands. The first 2 hands are joined at the heart and hold a wish-fulfilling gem, and the second right hand holds a crystal mala, and the left a lotus. I am adorned with all the adornments of the Sambhogaya Buddha, and am seated in the Vajra Asana posture. I meditate in this appearance without substantial existence. So we visualize Buddha Amitabha on page 64. He's got a ruby red body, and he's sitting in a full lotus position. He's sitting on a lotus pedestal on the moon disk, and below, but you can't see just a little bit, are the peacock birds, the transformation. And so his red body, he is in the Padma family. He is the head of the Padma family, and is symbolic of fire, the element fire. And he's holding the bowl of nectar. So, okay, so now we're approaching Amitabha. Above and in front of me is a lotus throne supported by peacocks, upon which rests a multicolored 1,000-petaled lotus. Upon the lotus are sun and moon discs that dispel the suffering of heat and cold in the center of the moon disc. Is a red syllable Shri, the primary cause. Light radiates out and returns to the Shri, which transforms into Buddha Amitabha, the embodiment of all the Buddhas. So if you turn to page 69, you see there is the red Shri. So with Amitabha, with Shenreze, we visualize the white Shri. So with Amitabha, we are visualizing a red Shri. Shenreze is a spiritual son of Amitabha. They are in the same family. They are in the Padma family. So therefore, the Shri syllable is consistent with that family. The color changes because of the difference of the deity. So in this case, it's a red Shri with Amitabha. The primary cause. So we visualize that light radiates out from the Shri, goes to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and then from the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, blessings come from their hearts back into the Shri syllable in the center of Buddha Amitabha. So he holds a bowl. It says, he radiates ruby red light, has one face, 2 hands in the mudra of equipoise. He holds a bowl filled with wisdom nectar. He wears the 3 Dharma robes and is seated in the Vajra Asana posture. Fully adorned with the major and minor marks, he is radiant, glorious, noble, and exalted. To the right of Buddha Amitabha is white Shenreze, and to the left is blue Vajrapani, standing upon moon discs that rest on lotuses. These 3 are surrounded by a vast assembly of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Sravaka Arhats. So this visualization of Amitabha sitting on the throne, and on the right side is Amitabha, and on the left side is Vajrapani. So we've done both of those deities. Shenreze is the compassion, and Vajrapani is the Dharma power. So these two are supporting, are part of the family of Amitabha. So, and this image is in Sukhavati, is in Dewachen. So all around this field of the center of Amitabha, Shenrezig, and Vajrapani are all these other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas within this Buddha field of Dewachen. So from the three syllables in the three centers, light radiates to the realm of Dewachen, inviting Amitabha and his retinue. So from our heart as Shenrezig, so we visualize now, we're sitting here on this cushion, we visualize ourselves as Shenrezig. We have our forearms and so on. And from our heart is this white light that is coming from these three syllables, Om, Ah, Hum, the three syllables in the three centers, the Om, the Ah, and the Hum. So white light is going up to Amitabha, who is above and in front of ourselves, like up here. And then surrounds his heart, goes around his heart. And then from his heart then comes out and comes down into our mouth. Pardon me, comes down into our mouth, comes down into our body, into our heart center, as Shenrezig again. This red light now comes from his center, from Om Ah Hum, from his center comes down into us, and then comes back into the heart of Shenrezig, then goes back up to Amitabha. So in the beginning, this is the first visualization of Shenrezig requesting, supplicating Amitabha to bring blessings into Shenrezig. So inviting Buddha Amitabha and his retinue. So it says, Hung Shri, from the realm of Dewachen in the west, O Lord Buddha Amitabha, please be seated on the stainless throne, a lotus sun and moon disk. I prostrate to you my body, speech, and mind. For the benefit of myself and all sentient beings, I make offerings of all constituent phenomena, free from the separation of awareness and emptiness. I purify all non-virtuous deeds. Za, Hom, Bam, Ho. The wisdom beings and Samaya beings become inseparably one. So all this is manifesting, all these deities are there. We're hooking, we're tying ourselves up, we're chaining ourselves, we're locking ourselves up, and we're rejoicing with these deities. Za, Hom, Bam, Ho. And I'm approaching all this with the purity of Shenrezig. Okay. So as we're sitting and we begin to do the mantra, we're going to do the recitation in just a moment, but we should be visualizing our body, speech, and mind, and that we are in the illusory body. We are the illusory body of Shenrezig. It's very important to maintain that, and that we are radiating that light, sending that light to Buddha Amitabha. So now the mantra recitation. Shri. In the heart center of Buddha Amitabha is a lotus and moon disk, upon which stands the seed syllable Shri, encircled by the mantra rotating to the right. In the realm of Dewachen, all sentient beings are in the form of Buddha Amitabha. All sound is the sound of unproduced mantra, full mindful awareness in the unborn Dharmakaya state. Recite the mantra in this threefold Vajra state. So, in the realm of Dewachen, all sentient beings are in the form of Buddha Amitabha. So this comes to us, and as we've done before in other practices, what happens is Amitabha slowly comes over and comes onto our head and sits on our head. And then slowly then Amitabha comes down into our body. And then at our heart center is Amitabha, maybe only 2 inches high. And so now as Shenrezig, now Amitabha has come into our heart. Now the red Shri is at our heart. And that red light is going out to all beings. And we see all beings as Amitabha. And while we are reciting the mantra, Om Ami Deva Shri. So Om is the enlightened body, speech, and mind of the deity. In this case, it's Ami, which is Amitabha. Deva is means the Dewa Chen, the great liberation. And then Shri is the primal cause. This is the primal cause to be liberated into the Pure Land, into the Buddha field. Om Ami Deva Shri. So this is the mantra recitation. Somebody had a question or something?
Okay. You're breaking up a bit, Williams. Can you say it again, the meaning of the mantra?
I'm breaking up a little bit. Is that right? My microphone is breaking up? No? Okay.
Yes.
The meaning of the mantra? Okay. Om is the body, the enlightened body, speech, and mind of the Buddhas. Ami is Amitabha. Dewa is Dewa Chen, is the Buddha field of Amitabha. And Shri is the primal cause. Shri means the primal cause. So the primal cause of all the Buddhas, all the enlightened ones, is to manifest enlightenment for all beings. Okay? Adrian, did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. All right, so does anybody have any questions about the visualization? Okay, there was one thing I wanted to check here. I made a note to myself. Here is a paragraph that I want to read for you at this time because Kenshin wrote this or said this, and it's really good because it becomes it's like the essence of the practice, you know, the motivation for the practice. So it says, if we could genuinely do this practice by sincerely meditating as described, we could come to perceive the nature of samsara as nirvana. This meditation practice gives us a special means to transform suffering into happiness. In reality, there is no need for transformation. That's an interesting statement. In reality, there is no need for transformation. The nature of samsara is nirvana, because neither exists independently. So we might think of nirvana as being liberation, but it is temporary liberation. It is part of phenomenal nature. So we say that samsara and nirvana are two sides of the same hand in phenomena. So what we are trying to do is to be able to liberate that, to be able to see that as emptiness and its emptiness nature, and be able to go to the essence of that, to the dharmakaya of that, the unborn nature of that. So he continues saying, they're just our mind's projections. So samsara and nirvana are projections of our own minds. We're making judgment of what we consider to be the causes of suffering and the causes of happiness. As human beings, that's what we do. As bodhisattvas, that's what we're trying to purify And as Buddhas, we see it all as the same. It is the same. It is, we don't see it as much as we are it. When we are deluded and confused, we mistakenly perceive reality and suffer as a result. When we are deluded and confused, we mistakenly perceive reality and suffer as a result by saying, oh, this isn't reality. Oh, this is suffering. You know? But when we recognize that this is reality in its phenomenal nature, and this is completely natural. And when we see ourselves in that light, when we see ourselves with that point of view, it's liberation. If we purify our perception through this practice, we can gain critical insight. This Vajrayana meditation practice can give us such great skill, but first we must develop renunciation. If you do not renounce samsara, you won't like to do this practice. If you like samsara, why would you need to transform it into something else? However, we know that samsara is actually an endless series of sufferings. With this foundation, Vajrayana provides a great opportunity to understand reality. So that's the essence of this practice, to be able to recognize that reality, to be able to liberate from that, to liberate from the dualism. Any questions? Comment?
Lance,
Yes.
would you mind taking a picture of that paragraph and posting it on our group? I'd love to read that again.
Yeah, can you remind me at the end?
Sure, yes. It can be any day. It doesn't have to be today.
Well, if you can remind me, that'd be great.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I'll be glad
What
to.
was that from again?
What was that?
What was that from again, that paragraph?
Well, that was from the Pearl Rosary and from Kenshin's teaching on the meaning of this particular sadhana.
What page is that? I have that book.
Page 151. Page 151 at the bottom, and the bottom paragraph and the top paragraph of page 152. Okay, do we need to take a break or anything? And before we get into the practice? Okay, all right, so then we're going to move forward with great persistence, diligence, patience, generosity, loving kindness, compassion, joy, and skillful means and equanimity. Okay, page 65. Namo. I take refuge in all objects of refuge, the three jewels and the three roots. In order to establish all sentient beings in the state of Buddhahood, I cultivate the mind to achieve enlightenment. Namo. I take refuge in all objects of refuge, the three jewels and the three roots. In order to establish all sentient beings in the state of Buddhahood, I cultivate the mind to achieve enlightenment. Namo Konchok Sum Dang Sa Wa Sum Yab Ne Nam La Kyab Su Chi Drokun Sangye La Go Chir Jang Chub Chok Tu Samge Do. All dharmas are unborn, pervaded by the appearance emptiness. Great compassion and awareness emptiness are uncontrived. From within the manifestation of all-pervading awareness appears a moon disk on a lotus, the symbol of freedom from attachment. Upon the lotus and moon disk seat, I appear in the form of the great compassionate one, white with one face and four hands. The first two hands are joined at the heart and hold the wish-fulfilling gem. The second right hand holds a crystal mala, and the left the lotus. I am adorned with all the ornaments of a Sambhogaya Buddha, and am seated in the Vajrasana posture. I meditate on this appearance without substantial existence. So take a minute and visualize yourself sitting as Shenreze, a white body, one face, four arms, seated on a lotus pedestal on a moon disk. The lower two hands are holding a wish-fulfilling jewel at the heart. Upper right hand is holding a crystal mala, the beads at the right, representing skillful means, method. In the left hand is the stem of a lotus flower, blossoming at the left ear, representing purity. Shenreze, the bodhisattva of compassion, looking with clear eyes. Okay, you go back to page 65 and recite in Tibet. Ah, Shonam Keme Nang Todel, Macho Rikton Yin Je Che, Gunang Rik Pe Cho Chule, Chagdrel Pe Ma De Waten, Rang Ni Tok Je Chempo Kar, Zal Jig Chang Zi Tao Mo Jar. Ye Yong Shao Chang Pei Ma Zin, Long Cho Zo Pei Nian Nam Mu, Zabni Dorje Kil Chung So, Nang La Rang Zin Mei Par Gong, Dun Kar Ma Je Teg Wei Tri, Na Sok Pei Ma Da Tok Da. Stabilize your meditation, your visualization, Shenreze. So now back to the text. Above and in front of me is a lotus throne supported by peacocks, upon which rests a multicolored 1,000-petaled lotus. Upon the lotus are sun and moon discs that dispel the suffering of heat and cold. In the center of the moon disc is the red seed syllable Shri, the primary cause. Light radiates out and returns to the Shri, which transforms into Buddha Amitabha, the embodiment of all the Buddhas. He radiates ruby red light, has one face and two hands, in the mudra of equipoise. He holds a bowl filled with wisdom nectar. He wears the 3 Dharma robes and is seated in the Vajrasana posture. Fully adorned with the major and minor marks, he is radiant, glorious, noble, and exalted. To the right of Buddha Amitabha is white Shenreze, and to the left is blue Vajrapani, standing upon moon discs that rests on lotuses. These 3 are surrounded by a vast assembly of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Sravaka Arhats. From the three syllables in the three centers, light radiates to the realm of Dewa Chen, inviting Buddha Amitabha and his retinue. Hong Shri, from the realm of Dewa Chen in the west, O Lord Buddha Amitabha, please be seated upon the stainless throne of lotus, sun, and moon discs. I prostrate to you with my body, speech, and mind. For the benefit of myself and all sentient beings, I make offerings of all constituent phenomena, free from the separation of awareness and emptiness. I purify all non-virtuous deeds. Za, Hong, Bam, Ho. The wisdom beings and the Samaya beings become inseparably one. So we visualize we are Shenreze, are from our three special places, white, red, blue light, all converge to be white light, come to the heart of Amitabha, above and in front of us, sitting on the lotus throne, supported by peacocks, surrounded by the Bodhisattvas and other Buddhas in the pure land of Dewa Chen. And from his heart comes to our heart, through our mouth, red light from his three special places comes to us and then comes back into our heart as Shenreze. White light again returns up to Amitabha, and red light comes again to us as Shenreze. Shenreze slowly comes to sit on the top of our head and comes down into our heart center. And then red light is going to all beings as we recite the mantra. So now Tibet, starting on page 66. Sa trang tung sel da wa u, yo yik shri mar jo du le, ya wa kun du wo pag me, Marcel pe ma ranga do, sao chik chang ni nyam sak shen, long ze du tsi kang wa zen. Kula chogu nam sum so, sabni dorje kyo chung so, sen sang pe je kek jud so, o dang zi ji dang par ke, jesu tuk je chen po kar, yon du shak do kudok shin. Shenpei shogi padasho, sangye changshub sampada, nyantro jachom so kikor, so wo ne song ju song lei, otro de shen zing kam ne, nang ta kur che chang drang yor. Hong Jui Nub Shok Dewa Chen Gi Ching Kam Ne, Chom Den Gom Po Sangye Wo Pag Me, Tak Dan Jo Wei Dong La Sek Su So, Yong Drel Pe Ma Ni De Ten La So, Luna Gisam Gupe Namo, Cho Nam Rik Ton Trawe Cho Pabo, Mege Leje Tam She Lo Strolo Shai, Zahom Bam Ho Dam Yi Jerme Yo. So now the mantra recitation. Shri, in the heart center of Buddha Amitabha is a lotus and moon disc. upon which stands the seed syllable Shri, encircled by the mantra rotating to the right. In the realm of Dewa Chen, all sentient beings are in the form of Buddha Amitabha. All sound is the sound of unproduced mantra. Full mindfulness awareness is the unborn Dharmakaya state. Recite the mantra in this threefold Vajra state. Tibet. Shri Nang Tato Karpe Daten, Shri Tar Nak Chen Yesu Kor, Shri No Dewa Chen Gi Chin, Nang Chu Sangye So So Ku, Dra Dra Ke Me Da Gi Dra, Dren Ri Ke Me Cho Ki Ko, Dorje Songi Na Ne De. Om Mami Dewa Shri, Om Mami Dewa Shri, Om Mami Dewa Shri, Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Dewa Shri, 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 Om Mami Dewa Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Shiva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami Deva Shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, 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 Om Mami. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was real. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they was. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, they was real, 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 oh, mommy, they was real, 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 mommy, they. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was real. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was real. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was. Oh, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was. Oh, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was real, mommy, day was. Mommy, day was real, mommy, day was. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was real. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy. Oh, mommy, day was real, 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 mommy, day was. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy day was real, 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 mommy day was real. Oh, mommy deva shri, 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 oh, mommy deva shri. Oh, mommy deva shri, oh, mommy deva shri. Om Mami Deva Shri, Om Mami Deva Shri. Okay, the dissolution on page 69. The entire outer universe and all sentient beings dissolve into light and are absorbed into Buddha Amitabha in front of me. From his four centers, light radiates and is absorbed into my four centers, and by this I am established in the four kayas, the body, speech, and mind, and the navel. In the state of unproduced emptiness appearances, all surrounding figures dissolve into Buddha Amitabha, who then melts into light that dissolves into me. I receive all the excellent qualities of the Buddhas, rest in the unproduced state. Shri Nang Ozu Tok Du Te, Nang Te Kuten De Niki, Dagi Ne Zila Tempe, Kuzi Trum Ne Dang Ton Dang, Kor Sok So Du O Du Zu, Dagla Tempe Ke Pa Pe Ma Long. Nagrig Jawe Emaho. How wonderful the state of inseparable appearance and emptiness. Emaho. Meditate 5 minutes. The solution, following the instructions we just recited. deep breath. Fill your lungs, fresh, clean, pure air. Raise your arms up over your head. Bring your hands together. Look up between your hands at the ceiling. Stretch. Stretch. Relax. Breathe. Open your eyes. A simple stretch tonight. Okay. Now the dedication, page 70. By this victorious practice, may I quickly realize Buddha Amitabha, and may all sentient beings, without exception, be established in that state. Dewa diyi nordu dag, wapo me girl drubge gurne, jowa chikyang malupa, deyi sala gopa sho. Okay. So now we do the brief prayer to be reborn in the blissful pure land of Dewa Chen. So we've done this many, many times with at the conclusion of many different practices that we've done with Khenpo Samduk and other lamas. And so now this prayer maybe should mean a little bit more to you, because this is the to be reborn, the blissful pure land of Dewa Chen, to be born there. Over and on page 71, there's one thing I would like to translate for you, and that is Teata, Pansadriwa, Avobodhanaya Soha. This is it. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are the 5 families in the 3 times who have destroyed defilement and lead to the equipoise of the enlightened mind. That's a very powerful statement. I'll read it again. This is it. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 5 families and the 3 times have destroyed defilement and lead to the equipoise of the enlightened mind. So this is why these are our meditation deities. These are the Dhyani Buddhas. These are the Yidams. These are the exemplars. These are the perfect beings who have attained enlightenment and lead us to equipoise of enlightenment. Okay, so we'll read this in English one time, and then we'll come back and chant 3 times in the Sanskrit. Actually, this is Tibetan. E Maho. In the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion. On the left is the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful pure land of Dewa Chen. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessing of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power and blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may I attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teata, Pansadriva, Avobodhanaya Soha. This is it, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 5 families and 3 times, who have destroyed defilements and lead to the equipoise of the enlightened mind. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind. Where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. E Maho, no sar sange na wata ye dang, Jesu jo tuk jen jen po dang, yondu sampa tu chen tob nam la, sange chang sampak me kur ki kur. Deki no sarpak tu me pa yi, Dewa chen ze jawe chin kamder, Dagzandine Zepoker Matag, Gewazangi Barma Choparu. De Rukine Nocte Zatokso, De Kedagi Mon Laptapadi, Chokchu Sange Chang Sam Tom Shegi, Gegme To Parjinji Lab Tu So. Teata pensa driwa avo bodhanaya soha. E maho. No sar sange na wata ye dang je sujo wo tuk je jempo dang. Yondu sampa tu chanto namla. Sange chang sampag me kor ki kor. De kid no sor pak tu me pa yi de wajan ze jawe chin kamder. Dagzan dine ze poger mata. De wazengi bar macho paru. De rukene nakte zaltok so. De ke dagi mon lapta padi. Chokchu sange chang sam tam shegi. Gegme to parjinji lab tu so. Peata pensa driwa awo bodhanaya soha. E maho. No sar sange na wata ye dang. Je sujo wo tuk jen jen po dang. Yondu sampa tu jen tob namla. Sange chang sampak me kor ki kor. De kid no sar pak tu me pa yi. De wajan ze jawe chin kamder. Dagzan dine ze poger mata. Ge wazengi bar ma choparu. De rukene nakte zatok so. De ke dagi mon lapta padi. Chokchu sange chang sam tam shegi. Gegme to parjinji lab tu so. Teata pensa driwa awo bodhanaya soha. Shangshu Samcho Rinpoche Make Panam Ke Gorchi Ke Pa Nampa Me Pa Yang Gone Gondu Power Show Shangshu Samcho Rinpoche Make Panam Ke Gorchi Ke Pa Nampa Me Pa Yang Gone Gondu Power Show Shangshu Samcho Rinpoche Make Panam Ke Gorchi Ke Pa Nampa Me Pa Yang Gone Gondu Power Show. Page 157, the dedication prayers. Dorje Chang, Talopa, Noropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dormar Lorgan Popa, Pagma Jupa, Lordri Kumpa, please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessings of all the Kaju Lamas. By this virtue may I quickly attain omniscience. May by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind. Where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have good health. I pray that the Lama may have long life. I pray that your Dharma activities spread far and wide. I pray that I may not be separated from you. As Manjushri, the warrior, realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By the virtues collected in the three times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate word of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Trikampa Ratna Shri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Long life prayers. For this realm encircled by the snow-covered mountains, you are the source of every benefit and bliss without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, you are one with Avalokiteshvara. May you remain steadfast until samsara's end. Embodiment of the three precious jewels, Padmapani, who holds the teachings of the victorious one, seeing the all-goodness meaning with the wisdom eye. May you who are spontaneously established activities live long for hundreds of kalpas. Noble Manjushri, the Lord of Speech, who manifests to hold the teachings of the Triple Gem, who raises the lamp of the sage's teachings. May you who are the light of the Dharma live long for hundreds of kalpas. The one known in the Holy Land as Aryadeva, emanated into the Gar clan of Eastern Tibet as Jodingpa, the heart son of Jigdan Sumgun. May the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. In this age of strife, when the victor's teaching faces hardship, through his powerful Vajra-like conduct, he takes on himself the heavy responsibility of the unbiased teaching. May Garchen, the son of the teachings, live long. Om Ahom. Om Ahom. Om Ahom. May my body, speech, and mind become inseparable with the body, speech, and mind of the Buddha and all the enlightened ones. Thank you all very, very much. Anybody have any questions or anything you want to say about anything that we did?
Thank you so much, Lance. That was wonderful.
You're welcome. Thank you. I apologize for all my errors in English, Tibetan, and otherwise.
What errors? It was perfect.
Oh, thank you so much.
Have a good night.
You're
Bye.
lucky to hear all
Thank you,
of
Ed. All right, so tomorrow we'll do Buddhism 101, and we're going to continue. I think we're on chapter 4, I think. So we'll continue with that, impermanence. So it should be very, very good. I hope you can join us for that. It will be very, very helpful. Okay.
Much.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, everybody. Gilmer, good to see you. How are you? Yeah, good. Did the remodeling get done? Okay. All right. It won't be long. Okay. Is that, oh, that's Aiden.
Yeah,
Hi,
this is
Aiden. How are
Aiden.
you?
Good.
Good. Now, you're about the same age as my grandson. How old are you? 10? 11? What
8.
is it? 8. Oh, my goodness. You look like you're 10 or 11.
He's a big boy.
Yes, sir. Right.
Adrian, what's your son's name again? I forgot.
Aiden.
Hey, Aiden, this is Curtis. Remember me?
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
You too.
All right. Very good.
What a special evening to see you, Adrian.
Yeah, good to see you, Curtis. Hope you're doing good, bud.
Okay. All right.
Good night. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Good to see you, everybody.
You, Aiden.
Okay. Goodbye, Amanda. Thank you.
And
There you go. See you,
Good
Tom.
night. Good night.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Good night, Amanda. Good night, Tom. Good night, Lance. Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Miss Calabash, wherever you are.
Good night, Curtis.
You guys won't know that.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Cheerio.
night.